The internet has been hyped about the latest installment in the Versus series, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. This could be from the story trailer, the gameplay trailer, which is posted on our channel, and also the leaked gameplay footage, which all came out this week. These videos, though built up a lot of hype, have left players, both amateur and veteran, with a lot of questions, but not a lot of answers. My name's Fate of the Blerdy Boys, and here's 8 questions players have about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Starting off at number 8, will Deadpool or the X-Men be on the roster? Now, if you didn't know, Marvel doesn't have rights to either X-Men or Deadpool. They're currently owned by Fox. So hopefully Fox will allow them to be used in this game, or else Marvel will have to dig into their catalog and use other characters from their other series to fill those voids. Moving on to number 7, how long does an Infinity Stone's super last? From the official gameplay trailer, they only showed the Space Stone used by Ultron, and from what it looks like, it lasts for about 10 seconds maybe, which is a decent amount of time, but that then leads to asking, will all the stones have the same 10-second time limit, or will they vary? And if so, how long, how short will they be? Speaking of stones, what are the other 3 stones is question number 6. Now in the leaked gameplay, they did show 3. They showed the Space Stone, which you also see in the official trailer, the Power Stone, and the Time Stone. But there has been no word on Mind, Reality, or Soul. So we'll just have to wait and see what their abilities are. Hopefully they're cool, and they may hopefully be shown in the next 2 or 3 or so gameplay trailers. Number 5, will all characters have new supers? In the official trailer, Hulk, Thor, and Hawkeye show off new supers. Hopefully this means the entire roster will have new supers to display, but again, just like with the stones, we'll have to wait for new gameplay trailers to see if any new ones show up. Here's to hoping. Moving on to number 4, is this the actual game speed? Now, if you've played Marvel vs. Capcom 3 or even watched YouTube videos of it, you can clearly see that Infinite is on a much slower pace compared to that iteration. That could be a good thing, being that on Game Informer they had an article where they said that they were trying to make this game more accessible to new players. But then it has to beg the question, will the slowdown be a hindrance in the more competitive scene? And if it would be, will there possibly be an option to make the current speed faster to, say, on par of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which is much faster and frantic? Coming in at number 3, what's the roster size? Now, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 launched with 36 characters, which is 20 characters less than that of Marvel vs. Capcom 2's 56. Though it was expanded to 48 on the roster when the Ultimate Edition of the game was released. But let's just hope that Infinite's roster will be more like the Ultimate Edition and less like the Vanilla Edition upon release. Coming in at number 2, will tagged characters have invincibility frames? As you can see, Infinite has gone with a more, I would probably say, intimate approach, where rather than having a 3-man team with assists, it's a 2-man team with a tag system. Now, the tag system, they call it an active tag system, which allows players to switch in and out at any time. So, with this in place, is the tagged character going to have some safety of maybe a brief couple of iframes when switching in, and then they go into the combo? Now, of course, even if that's the case, I'm more than sure that there's going to be a period of time where somebody's going to make a bad tag and get caught in that happy birthday scenario. And if that's the case, the person who earned the happy birthday earned the happy birthday. And coming in at number 1, will combo breaking be easier? Now, if you've ever played against a skilled player or even watched pros play Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, you see that they tend to do a lot of corner trapping. Here, they keep their opponent in the corner and juggle them into an infinite combo until they defeat their opponent. Now, this is a frustrating experience to deal with, and at times can be very boring to watch. So hopefully there's a mechanic in Infinite that may take, some hints from MKX, where you can use a bar to break combo. I believe Injustice 2 is also doing the same thing, or perhaps allow us to use our stone's ability to possibly trigger some breathing room. Because honestly, corner trapping, again, like I said, not something that I think people would enjoy. And if they're definitely going for new players to join in on the game, that's something they definitely have to look into. And that wraps up the questions for this video. Now, if you have any questions you hope to have answered, why not share them down in the comments below? As we get more information, we can share it with you, and vice versa. Also, if you enjoyed this video, then would you please mind hitting that thumbs up button, as it would help us out greatly as we grow as a channel. Also, if you've enjoyed this content and would like to see more of it, then please hit that subscribe button to keep up with us. Again, this is Fate of the Blerdy Boys, signing out till next time.